For most of human history, staying alive has been our biggest problem. 200 years ago, no region in the world had an average life expectancy of over 40 years. But now, the average life expectancy is over 70 years. And the problem is, can you afford to keep on living? I'm not kidding. If you're an American who doesn't smoke and you're in excellent health, there's a 90% chance that you live to 85 and a 19% chance that you live to 100. Congratulations! But that also means that if you retire at 65, you need to plan for a retired life that lasts 35 years. Women, on average, live longer than men, so they need to have a longer runway. But the question is, do people have the savings that will let them live for 35 years without going broke? A study named the Peak Boomers Impact Study, yeah, that is its actual name, discovered that from 2024 to 2030, 30 million boomers born between 1959 and 1964 will be turning 65 years old. More than half of these boomers have less than $250,000 in assets, and that's including their home. They will have to rely on Social Security as a source of income in retirement. How can you avoid this? It comes down to three things. 1. How much do you need to save? 2. Is it too late to start now? And 3. How much can you withdraw safely during retirement? Let's look at the first question. How much do you need to save? Before we discuss the number, it's probably not a good idea to have all your savings in cash. The standard option that most people go for during retirement is a 60-40 portfolio that has 60% in stocks and 40% in bonds. But how much do you need? Well, it depends on your lifestyle, and generally, the more you're earning, the more you need to save. Let's say you save 10% of what you earn, and inflation is at a moderate 2.5% every year. Then, if you are a household earning $175,000 a year and you're 40 years old, you need to have saved $500,000 by now. But if you had been earning $300,000 a year, you would have needed to save $1 million by now. So that brings us to the second question. Is it too late to start now? Say you don't have your nest egg saved already and you're not on track to hit your goals. Don't worry. Here's a chart that shows how you need to make up and how much you need to save to hit your retirement goals. The later you start and the more you earn, the more you need to save. But it's still possible. If you're 25 years old and earn $30,000 a year, you would have just needed to save 3% of your salary every year. But if you're 40 years old and earn $100,000 a year, you need to start saving 20% of your salary. So it makes sense to always start early, if that's in your hands. There's some good news though. As you grow older, you won't be spending as much. You will be eating out less, you'll be traveling less, your entertainment costs will be lower, and your housing will probably be taken care of. Even after accounting for the rise in healthcare costs, you probably won't spend as much in your old age as you would in your middle age. But say you have your nest egg and you are ready to start retirement, how much can you safely withdraw to not run out of money? After all, it's not like you can go crazy and withdraw everything you have during retirement, right? This brings us to the third part, the 4% rule. The 4% rule is a popular rule of thumb used by the FIRE community. It's based on a study which tried to figure out how much you could safely withdraw without going broke. And in most cases, 4% was a safe number. For example, if you had $1 million in savings, you could withdraw $40,000 a year with no worries. But this study is 30 years old. After all the changes that we've gone through in the last 30 years, does this rule still work? Well, it looks like it does, because looking at over 100 years of data, there's a 0% chance that the 4% withdrawal rate will exhaust a 60-40 portfolio in 30 years.
Sir.
Zero! There is a 0% chance.
So, here are the key takeaways. Number 1, start saving early. The earlier, the better. 2, save more if you earn more, because you need to support your lifestyle. 3, don't withdraw more than 4% of your portfolio every year after you retire. And you're safe. I'll see you at 100. This video is presented to you by the Market Sentiment team. Please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. For an in-depth report on everything I covered, check out our article on Principles for a Successful Retirement. The link is in the description. If you'd like to become a smarter investor with strong fundamentals, subscribe to the Market Sentiment newsletter. We send out a new article every week.